Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters. We're doing more Christmas reviews. Today it is a Too Faced video. I picked up two items from the Too Faced Holiday 2016 collection. I grabbed the Grande Hotel Cafe and I also picked up the Merry Kissmas set. So I'm going to start with the this side, Hayley, the Grande Hotel Cafe. This is one of their palettes for 2016. They do have two others, I believe. We can only get two of them in Australia. I think the other one we can get is the Merry Macarons set. Anyway, this particular palette retails for 70 Australian dollars and you can purchase it at Mecca Maxima stores and online at mecca.com.au. I will just say that it's no longer available online, but I have seen it in stores. So if you're into it, definitely look around for it. And if you're having trouble finding it, you can always email Mecca customer service and they will do what they can to source one from a store for you. So there's a little tip if you're having trouble finding it. So here she is in all her absolutely stunning cute glory. Essentially what happens with this palette is you take the lid off, you open up the doors, and inside you have your goodies. So there are 3 mini palettes in there and a Better Than Sex mascara in here. You also get a little lookbook. We know how much Too Faced love to do these. That's in there as well. Now, Better Than Sex mascara is a deluxe sample size. So there it is there. I'm not going to open it up. We all know what it's like. You get 3 palettes. Like I mentioned, you've got Gingerbread Cookie, you have Peppermint Mocha, and Eggnog Latte. The packaging of the palettes is a hard card. It is the same as the box that it comes in, very sturdy. On the back, it's got little to and from, like, I don't know, tags. So if you wanted to separate and re-gift, I would not do that because I don't like to share. These are all for me. It's mine. It's very, very cute. Now, I think the most important thing I want to talk about is 2 things. Formula. You guys, if you've been watching me for a long time, you will know how I feel about Too Faced formula. But I'll get onto that in a minute. And the scent. Now, these palettes are supposed to be scented. So Gingerbread Cookie is supposed to smell like gingerbread. And it doesn't. It smells kind of sweet and nondescript. Peppermint Mocha is supposed to smell like peppermint and coffee and chocolate. And it doesn't. It smells sweet and nondescript, exactly like Gingerbread Cookie. Eggnog Latte is supposed to smell like Eggnog Latte. And it doesn't. It kind of has the slightest scent of cinnamon, but there's still just that sort of sweet, nondescript scent. Now, something I feel is very important to mention about this particular one, Eggnog Latte, when I first got it and I first opened it up, it did smell significantly of cinnamon. It was like, yep, cinnamon. I smell cinnamon. Now that I have opened these palettes a few times, I've taken photos of them, I've swatched them, I've obviously used them as eyeshadow palettes, the scent is disappearing. So that cinnamon scent is extremely difficult to smell and it just smells kind of sweet. I wouldn't even say it smells like the chocolate bar palettes anymore. So I would not, the scent of these, I honestly don't think it's going to stick around for very long. Very disappointing if you ask me. I was super pumped about them having like their own particular scent for each palette, and to find that only one kind of had its own scent, and after owning it for a couple of weeks it smells like the rest of them. That's pretty disappointing. The next thing that we must discuss is formula. Now, Too Faced has its own specific formula, and personally, people say that the Too Faced formula is different with their Christmas palettes, and I wouldn't dispute that, but what I would say is that I also feel like it's kind of consistent with their year-round stuff anyway. So you buy a palette, some shades will be amazing and beautiful and they apply gorgeously and they have fantastic pigmentation, and others are just like, I mean, you can work with it, but it's not as good as some of the other shades. So that is exactly how I feel about these palettes. These are typical Too Faced quality. If you are like me and you accept Too Faced for what it is, hit and miss, sometimes great, sometimes not so great. Mostly like you get the full range of Too Faced in one palette, then you will not be surprised when or if you purchase these. That's exactly what they're like. Some shades are great, some shades are not great. Some shades can be great if you work to make them work. So that's essentially how I feel about these palettes. I'm not going to talk too much more about the formula. It's not amazing, it's not shit. It's somewhere in between, and some are better than others, basically. Then the only other thing I need to talk about when it comes to formulas is individual types of shadows that are in these palettes. So we're going to open them up, have a look, have a chat, and get to the nitty-gritty of it. Before I get on to showing you the inside of the palettes, I want to talk about the different eyeshadow formulas. So there's 4 different types of eyeshadows in these palettes. You've got mattes, satins, a shimmery kind of formula that's kind of almost a metallic, and then this sort of, it's kind of like an Urban Decay Moon Dust shadow. It's like a base shade with glitter. Now, the mattes are typical Too Faced mattes. They feel soft in the pan, they pick up well with a brush. They do, or they can get a little sort of powdery, but that's just because they're soft eyeshadows. They apply well, they blend well, you can build them up. You know, some are more pigmented than others, but that's typical Too Faced. The satins are not bad. Again, it's kind of like, some are great, some are not so great, but you can build them up, you can work with them. Most of the metallics are really nice, they have good pigmentation. Some do need a little bit of extra building for some punch, but you'll see all this when I'm swatching them. And the glittery ones are messy. They are so messy. Like, do your eyes first or protect your base, because you will have glitter fallout everywhere. And I find with this particular formula that they're not pigmented. You can definitely build it up. If you use a sticky base and you just sort of keep applying, it will build, but then you're obviously getting more and more fallout. The formula is, in the pan it feels like it should work, and I tell you what, some of them swatch amazing, but when they go on with a brush, it's a completely different story, and I will show you that when I do swatches. First up, Eggnog Latte. So we've got 6 eyeshadows in here and a coloured face powder. We've got 2 mattes, Frosty Nog, Skinny Latte. Frosty Nog looks white, it's not. It's kind of an off-white. We'll compare it to another shade in this palette coming up, and yeah, I'll bitch about it. You guys can decide what you think about it. Iced Coffee and Sensual Perk are both the sort of metallic or shimmery kind of wannabe metallic shades. They're both nice. Sensual Perk's a beautiful colour. I have it on the centre of my eyelids today. Eggnog Latte is kind of like, I don't know how to describe this formula. It's kind of like the shimmery shades, but then it's kind of like Cold Brew, which is one of those glittery shades. It's a little bit hard for me to work out if it wants to be like a shimmery glittery shade or one of these sort of like shimmery metallic shades. So I don't know what's going on there. And like I said, Cold Brew is one of those like heavy on the fallout glitter shades. The blush in the palette is Peach Cobbler. It is a little bit peach. It's more on the pink end of that spectrum though. So it's very bright. I will say that the formula is a tad bit dry, a bit powdery, but you can make it work. Next up is Gingerbread Cookie. Inside we have 3 mattes with ginger cream, maple syrup and black coffee. Gingersnap is a metallic, but it has a kind of flaky, glittery formula. It needs to be built up a lot to get that beautiful metallic effect, but you can get it. Winter Dream is like a base color with glitter. Then you've got Cup of Joe, which is, I'm going to say it's a satin. It's not quite a shimmer. It's a satin and it's got little bits of gold glitter in it. Let's leave it at that. Gingerbread is a bronzer with gold sort of reflect in it, so it's not matte by any means. It's not matte. Finally, we have Peppermint Mocha, and inside we've got 2 mattes with Peppermint Cream and Candy Cane. We've got 2 sort of shimmery shades with Christmas Blend and Sprinkles, and then we have 2 satins with Peppermint Mocha and Coffee Chip. The blush is Santa Baby. It is matte and it's straight up bright ass pink. So, you know, if you buy this, you have a gigantic pan of pink blush. I just want to show you guys, I've got Peppermint Mocha on top and then I've got the Eggnog Latte on the bottom. These 2 shades here are very, very similar, and I honestly, this is what annoys me the most about Too Faced palettes. I don't feel like the people sitting down choosing the colours are actually using their brain. You don't need a matte white and a matte off-white and then also, wait for it, a matte cream. Like, it's just... Alright guys, so I'm going to do swatches of these palettes. I'm going to do something just a little bit different as well. I'm going to do some brush swatches just because some of the formulas are a bit funny, like they perform differently. You know, like the metallic, when you swatch it with a finger it's amazing, but if you touch it with a brush it's just like, ugh, what is that? So I'm going to do that just to give you guys an idea of how they perform, and when we come back I'm going to talk to you about my next Too Faced item. to this little dude, and let's make it snappy because this does not need to take 20 hours. This is the Merry Kissmas Ultimate Liquified Lipstick Set. So this is a 4-piece set. It retails for $36 at Mecca. Again, Mecca Maxima stores, currently unavailable online, but it is still around. So, you know, check it out. So like I said, this is a $36 set. And if you do the like weight of these items to dollar per gram of what you would pay in a full size, this works out to $41 value. So the value, it's not great, but it's not absolutely shit. It's not Hourglass. So inside you've got 4 little deluxe minis. Oh my god, they're so cute. I got this set last year, slightly different. So cute, I love it. So you get a melted chocolate liquefied longwear lipstick in chocolate honey. Holy fuck, these smell amazing. I had no idea. It smells like caramel and chocolate, and it smells like I want to eat it. Then you have 2 of their liquefied longwear lipsticks. You get Fig and Chihuahua. These both were in the set last year, but they are gorgeous shades. I honestly, these are probably my favorite shades from the range, so that's why I didn't have any issues buying this set and having like 2 extra minis. It's not an issue for me. I know I can use them up. There's not a lot of product in these. There's only 5 mils. Same as the chocolate one here. This last one is a melted matte liquefied matte longwear lipstick. This is in Lady Balls and it has 4.4 mil of product in it. I'm wearing it on my lips today. I have a couple of these, right? I've got Queen Bee in the full size and I've got Drop Dead Red in the full size. Drop Dead Red is, it is horrible. I hate it. The formula is so bad. All you have to do is put it on, let it dry, and then talk for 10 minutes and your lips look like shit. Queen Bee, on the other hand, you can wear it all day long and it looks immaculate. I'm feeling like Lady Balls is more on the end of Queen Bee. So I'm happy to have this. Alright guys, I'm going to move on to swatches of these. I'm going to do arm swatches and then lip swatches. I'm going to come back. I'm going to give you my final thoughts on all of the Too Faced stuff. Wrap this up and talk about these little lip minis first. I love this set. I love it. Okay, the value here in Australia, probably not quite as good as what it would be in the US, but it's fine. I know me and lip products, I'm obsessed with something for a while and wear it constantly and then I get tired of it. So when it comes to minis like this, I prefer to buy these. I won't lie, I prefer to buy like a pack of minis, especially if I will wear all the colours. Sometimes, you know, you buy a pack of lipsticks or something and there's 1 or 2 shades you don't like, but this for me is like amazing. I love this little set. If they, like, can you just bring out a mini set of every single fucking one Too Faced? Just do it, please. Do it. Because I would buy it. As for the Grand Hotel Cafe, if you are familiar with Too Faced eyeshadow quality and you like it, or you're willing to accept it for what it is, like me, then you will enjoy this palette. It is a pretty little palette. It is not perfect by any means. On a scale of 1 to 10 with quality, it's probably a 5. On a scale of 1 to 10 in how fucking cute am I, it's a 50. So I would definitely say with this palette, like, it's not amazing. It's just not. I buy these because they are so cute. I have 2 from the past 2 years. I have them sitting up on my bookshelf. They're gorgeous. I love them. You know, I don't buy these for good quality palettes anymore. I just don't. I mean, I used to hold out hope that they'd be amazing, but they're not. They never have been. Now I buy them because they're cute and I collect them. I always let myself buy one holiday palette from Too Faced, and I always try and get one that looks like a house or a carousel because they're gorgeous. So I wouldn't say run to the shops because it's the best palette you'll buy in 2016, because it's certainly not. But it is the cutest. It's definitely the cutest palette that you will buy this year. Alright guys, so that's it for me today. If you've got anything to say about the Too Faced goodies that you saw in this video, let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. There will be a related blog post linked down below in the description box. There will also be a link to the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette giveaway that Kat and I are running for beauty news and for friendship and for teamwork. So definitely check that out if you want an opportunity to win one of your own. I will be back very soon with another review of something because I've got so much stuff to review. I don't know what it'll be yet, but it'll be up very soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Until next time, bye.